sa Palasyo ng
Radio
Malacanang.
Philippines Network, or RPN, is one of the media organizations that are under the supervision of the Presidential Communications Operations Office, or PCOO, under Executive Order Number 4. In July of 2010, the Supreme Court ruled with finality that 32% of RPN is owned by Far East Managers and Investors Incorporated, or FEMI, an investment group associated with the late Ambassador Roberto S. Benedicto. In October of 2011, the new composition of the RPN board reflected the equity structure as follows: 34% Solar Entertainment Group, 32% FEMI or Roberto S. Benedicto Group, 20.8% Government of the Republic of the Philippines, and 14% individual private stockholders. In view of this, the Governance Commission for Government Corporations, or GCG, declared that Radio Philippines Network is no longer a government corporation. From what I have stated, it is clear that government equity is 20.8%. And 66% or two-thirds of the equity is already owned by private corporations. Be that as it may, the PCOO continues to supervise the operations and management of RPN. And as we have declared in all of our appearances and statements before both houses of Congress, government is committed to protect the rights of the employees of RPN. We have been informed by RPN management that they have issued letters or notices of retrenchment to some 200 employees of the network. According to the Labor Code, management is given a 30-day period to implement such notice. According to the present collective bargaining agreement between RPN management and employees, the notice period is 45 days. So the notices have already been issued. We continue to monitor the developments in RPN to ensure that all the rights of the employees under the Labor Code are adequately protected. I am ready to answer your questions.
Sir, may progress na po dun sa privatization plans? Dun sa sale po ng RPN?
Okay, on February 29, 2012, the Economic Development Cluster of the Cabinet approved the revitalization of PTV, consisting of letter A, fresh capital infusion in the amount of 5 billion pesos, and letter B, an amendment to the law allowing the network to collect commercial revenues. The policy adopted by the Economic Development Cluster is that approximately half of the fresh capital of 5 billion will be taken from the proceeds of the privatization of both RPN and IBC, and the other half to be accounted for by spectrum management fees collected by the National Telecommunications Commission from broadcasting and telecommunications companies. After that last meeting, we were required to prepare and present to the economic cluster a more specific and concrete action plan on the privatization of the two networks. We have already prepared that plan, and we are just awaiting notice from the economic development cluster on when we may be able to present it. So that is the latest status on the privatization of RPN9 as well as IBC. The Cabinet Cluster has already approved in principle that the privatization of these two networks will proceed. This will have to be presided over by the Privatization Council, and they will specify the rules for open and competitive bidding for privatization.
Sir?
Yes, Joel.
According to your privatization plan, what's the timeline to sell the stakes in RPN and IBC?
It is the Privatization Council that will determine the timeline because they are the government entity responsible for implementing the privatization process itself. What we have done is to prepare the groundwork so that the sequestered organizations that are under our supervision will be prepared for the implementation of the privatization process.
Sir, you mentioned that some groups are considering stakes in RPN and IBC. May progress na ba dun, sir?
I believe this is a well-publicized fact, no? And that the interested groups have made their own statements to the media. No? I do not represent any of them, no? So I don't think it is proper that I be the one to announce their intentions for them. Suffice it to say that many of them have expressed interest, and we have informed them that they will have to wait for the issuance of the guidelines that will be issued by the Privatization Council.
Sir, does this include the San Miguel Group?
That is what I have read in the newspapers.
Sir, what may
They have
recent-
not communicated to me officially or unofficially. Yes.
Sir, pa-clarify
Joyce.
lang. Kasi parang until now, wala pang clear explanation as to why the retrenchment has started.
The retrenchment can only be done on the basis of lawful or authorized causes. That is what the labor code says. And according to RPN management, the cause that they are invoking for retrenchment is continuing financial losses. Yes.
Sir, the official word is retrenchment. But then again, sir, when you say retrenchment, kaunti lang yung tatanggalin, di po ba? Are you aware, sir, na lahat po ng empleyado ng RPN nabigyan na ng notice na they will be reporting for work or they may not report for work until November 15 lang po. So,
Ang
asa
tinitiyak
yung
lang po
retrenchment?
namin sa inyo at sa mga empleyado ay yung ang tinitiyak namin ay yung pagsunod o pagtalima sa provision ng labor code. No? Malinaw naman po ang definition doon. It's not for me to define it. No? It's not for you to define it. The labor code defines it. No? Ang sinasabi ko po dito, kung anumang hugis o anyo ng kanilang retrenchment program, that will have to be fully compliant with the provisions of the labor code. And that is what we are committed to uphold.
Are you also supervising, sir, yung transition dito sakaling retrenchment nga? So,
Ang participation po ng pamahalaan ay limited na ngayon sa pagkakaroon ng dalawang direktor sa board ng RPN. Sila po ay sina Ginang o Binibining Lourdes Didi Sitangco, former Press Undersecretary. Yung isa po ay si Ginoong Antonio Tonipet Albano, who served as President of RPN until he resigned effective August 31. So meron pa pong isang government seat ngayon that is vacant. So our participation in the management of RPN has been limited to the participation of the two government-nominated directors and our constant and periodic monitoring by way of requiring management reports and reports of all significant actions taken, including this decision to implement a retrenchment. Yun
Sir.
po ang extent ng government participation in the management of RPN.
sir, sa programming po, may hold pa po ba ang government?
Wala po.
Okay, sir.
Yes, Mia.
Sir, may we know how much RPN has been losing for them to decide to do this
Hindi ko
move?
po alam yung exact figures, no? Basta ang alam ko po ay hindi na po sila naka-attain ng profitable operations from the time that it was decided by the previous administration to allow the equity conversion of the solar group to the extent of 34%. And from that time, solar has been black timer of RPN. And if you would see the programming now, there are only 2 hours, no, more or less, of news and public information that is not covered by the block time agreement. No? My impression is they have not been operating profitably since the time solar was allowed, no, to do the debt to equity conversion. Kaya nga po inallow yung conversion, marami pong contractual obligations ang management ng RPN to the employees, no, that could not be fulfilled by the management. No? At yung pong solar ang nag-a-advance o nagbabayad nito mga obligations na ito, kaya pinahintulutan po, no, pumayag po ang pamahalaan noong nakaraang administrasyon na i-convert na lang into equity yung mga advances at pautang na ginawa ng solar. No? So, ganun po ang financial picture ng network na RPN from the previous administration till the present. Yes.
Sir, does that mean po na mawawala na yung programs, yung news programs sa RPN 9?
Wala naman pong pinag-uusapan na ganun. No? This does not cover the programming or operations of the network itself. It only covers the relationship between the management as employer and the employees. As far as I know, wala pong direct effect ito sa kanilang operations na or programming. Meron pa po ba kayong dagdag na katanungan? Nia?
Sir, just a clarification. So, sir, the RPN news program still exists?
Sa akin pong pagkaalam ay meron pa rin silang sariling news program. Yung block time na hindi na sila ang nagpapatakbo ay yung saklaw ng ETC, di ba? Entertainment. If you view the network now, nandoon yung ETC brand. And that covers the entire block time arrangement with solar, which is the primary source of revenues and sustenance for the network.
Sir?
Yes.
Sir, are you aware na they are shutting down RPN Newswatch? Supposedly, ngayong araw yung last na newscast namin.
Kung ano po man ang desisyon nila ay yun po ay kanilang malayang pwedeng gampanan sapagkat katulad nga ng aking sinalaysay, no, ang aming pong papel sa RPN ay limitado na lamang doon sa pag-monitor ng operations to the extent that the rights and interests of the employees are protected, no? And to the extent of the government's remaining 20.8 equity. No? So yung tinutukoy mo na mga kaganapan o mga desisyon, hindi na po saklaw yan ng aming tuwirang responsibilidad para sa RPN. Okay? Marami pong salamat at magandang hapon sa inyong lahat.